From cool and cloudy downtown Phoenix, the Mercury go after win number 7 in a row. They host a talented yet tired Connecticut Sun team playing their third game in 4 nights. Hi everyone, Tom Leander along with the Hall of Famer Ann Myers-Drysdale courtside here in downtown Phoenix. And Diana Taurasi, the former Connecticut star in college. I'm sure she always gets fired up to play this Sun team. And she has played a major role during this win streak for Phoenix.
Yeah, 5 out of the last 6 games, she's averaging over 20 points, and you can see the assists. The fact that she has been put at that point guard position and getting her teammates involved in the offense, and she's getting to the free throw line. I mean, she's one of the top free throw shooters, and she's not missing too many, but the fact that she's getting to the line a lot is a key. I don't think her field goal percentage is all that great, but she's still putting it up.
Yep, in great shape. Maybe the best shape of her career now at the age of 36. We'll take our first time out here from downtown Phoenix as Brittney Griner. Don't overlook her. She is the reigning Western Conference Player of the Week. She'll be taking on a Connecticut Sun team missing 2 important parts. We'll tell you about that on the other side.
Like you, we get up and go to work every day. We're on the job, keeping you connected at home, at work, and to what matters most. Others count on you, so you can count on us. We're here restoring power quickly when storms hit, even fixing issues before they happen. We're making solar more reliable, investing in battery storage, and constantly updating the grid. We're here working 24/7, keeping Arizona on.
At Pacific Office Automation, we are passionate about problem solving.
We're the country's leading independent provider of integrated office solutions, and our people make technology work.
Whatever the size of your business, we'll bring your copiers, printers, telephones, and managed IT and print services together so that your office runs smoothly and securely.
Discover our legendary customer experience, driven by our awesome sales and service people.
And our 24/7 help desk.
Call Pacific Office today or visit pacificoffice.com.
Whatever it is you like to do, Black Bear Diner. Lots of hearty, good old-fashioned family food to feed your inner bear.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner.
Brittney Griner protects the rim. Avis protects what you love. Now they're teaming up to protect our kids. For every BG block this Mercury season, Avis will donate $50 to Phoenix Children's Hospital. Go to phxmerc.com/BrittneyBlocks to track her progress throughout the season. Avis and Brittney Griner, protect what you love.
Every day, the Phoenix Mercury are driven by a mission to achieve their potential on and off the court. Like the Mercury, Willis Towers Watson knows the importance of reaching goals and delivering insights and solutions to unlock potential for its clients. Willis Towers Watson's challenge the status quo to deliver solutions that manage risk, optimize benefits, cultivate talent, and expand the power of capital to protect and strengthen institutions and individuals. Willis Towers Watson cheers on the Mercury as they strive to unlock their full potential.
So, how's the new house?
We love it, but I'm struggling with my pool. Yours looks great. What's your secret?
No secret. We go to Leslie's. They test my water every week and tell me exactly what to do. They just installed a high-quality pump and repaired my filter.
I need to find a Leslie's.
There's one just a couple of miles from here, but they are all over. Thanks for coming in.
My neighbor was right. Leslie's is the place to go.
Leslie's. Pool care made easy.
Phoenix Mercury basketball, presented by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort, is brought to you by Casino Arizona, where locals rule. Back here in downtown Phoenix, where it is Pride Night, celebrating the LGBTQ community. Special halftime presentation as well, as our own Ann Myers-Drysdale, our Hall of Famer, will be interviewing one of the stars from the Winter Olympics, Adam Rippon, who is here to attend the game and to talk about the progress that has been made with that community. Also, we just had a moment of silence for Ann Donovan, and we'll talk about the former coach of the Connecticut Sun and fellow Hall of Famer in just a moment. But here are the starters tonight. First for the Mercury, you've got obviously the big three of Taurasi and Griner along with Dewana Bonner. January and Little have been excellent. But the Mercury are going to need much more from their bench. Their bench is only averaging 10 points per game this season, as Sandy Brondello, their head coach, has relied on her starters. And now the starting lineup for the Connecticut Sun, though they are without two of their star players. Shanae Agrumake is out, along with Alyssa Thomas. Agrumake injuring her knee last night in Seattle against the Storm, and Alyssa Thomas did not play in that game because of a shoulder injury. So into the starting lineup for Kurt Miller goes Shakina Strickland and Morgan Tuck, alongside Jonquel Jones and the backcourt of Courtney Williams and Jasmine Thomas. So we talk about the injury report, and certainly for Connecticut, they have some concerns on their hands. Our health update is brought to you by Steward Healthcare, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Mercury. Welcome to the Steward family. Visit yourazhealth.com. So Agrumake and Thomas are both out, and Agrumake, Annie, had 30 points last night in a loss to Seattle. She was 13 of 16 from the field, the 30 points before fouling out. And as I mentioned, Alyssa Thomas did not play in that game. But those are two critical players for this Sun team. It comes in with one of the top records in the league.
Missing those two as far as points and rebounds, that's 30.7 points and 17.9 rebounds that they're missing from those two. And certainly it showed in the game last night against Seattle, not having Alyssa Thomas in there. She's averaging over 9 rebounds a game. And certainly Shanae Agrumake being out tonight certainly hurts Connecticut. But it's got to be up to the Mercury to see how they're going to respond and play aggressive coming out against this Sun team.
Just fantastic numbers for Agrumake and Jasmine Thomas. Their starting point guard, 29 points, had 6 assists and 5 rebounds in that game as well. So the Sun come in with a 7-3 record. That is 4th best in the WNBA. The Mercury, 8-3. And that is tied with Seattle for 2nd best in the WNBA, behind only the Los Angeles Sparks. And then you have the Dallas Wings in there at 5-4. But this will be a tough task for the Sun. Mentioned it's their 3rd game in 4 nights. And they actually just finished a stretch of playing 5 games in 9 days in 5 different cities. So this is a worn down and now injured Connecticut squad.
And in those losses, they are 1-2. Those 2 losses coming on the road back to back.
So keys to the game tonight for Ann Myers Drysdale. The Mercury taking an eye at the Connecticut Sun. They score at a very high rate, 92 points per game, 1st in the league.
Yeah, exactly. And so you got to keep those points down. They're number 3 in field goal percentage, and they've got 5 games where they've got 40 rebounds. So slow them down. So the Mercury have to make shots. They've got to get back on transition defense, and don't foul. Don't put them at the line, even though they're the worst free throw shooting team. And then rebounding. They are the best rebounding team in the league, especially on the offensive end. Their guards do a great job rebounding, and they're number 1 in that also. So they have the Mercury, which has been kind of not their strength in the boards. As a matter of fact, they are last on offensive rebounding and 9th in defensive rebounding, 10th overall. So they've got to do a better job on the boards.
Special Pride Night. Brittany Griner, when they were introducing the starting lineups and also listening to the national anthem, had a rainbow blanket over her shoulders. And man, she has been putting up some numbers during the 6-game win streak. 21 points, 8 boards, 58% from the field. She's number 1 in the league in blocks, as she normally is. But again, the reigning Western Conference Player of the Week, and the Mercury have been undefeated while she's been playing at her best.
Well, she's number 1 in blocks, as you just said, and number 4 in scoring and number 7 in field goal percentage. Last year, she shot the ball well, also was number 1 in rebounding. She missed 8 games because of injuries. And the biggest thing how Brittany Griner produces is that she's healthy. When she's healthy, she has great footwork. She can move without the basketball, and I think that that's important. And plus her strength, she's been pushed out of the lane a little bit more, but she's been focusing on getting stronger and in the weight room this year.
6-game win streak for Griner and the Mercury. That is the longest current streak in the league. The LA Sparks have won 3 in a row. 6 consecutive victories, trying to make it 7 here tonight on Pride Night against the Sun. Our officials, Jeff Wooten, Cheryl Flores, and Kevin Sparrick. Taurasi dumps it down to Sancho Little. First two of the night for Phoenix.
Boy, wide open by the Mercury. Good execution.
Mercury come in averaging 82.5 points per game, and they are first in the league in assists, just under 21 assists per game. Courtney Williams, the former member of the Phoenix Mercury, drafted by Phoenix and traded to Connecticut, a player who had 34 points in a game this past week against Washington.
Yeah, she was the number 8 pick for us back in 2016, but just really not a whole lot of room, and Breon January hitting an outside shot.
A 3-point hit for January. So you talk about the big three, but Sancho Little and Breon January have been fabulous in the starting lineup for Phoenix.
And January has struggled the last 2 games with 3-point shooting. She was number 1 field goal percentage-wise. She's dropped to number 3.
Shot clock down to 4 for Shakina Strickland, misses everything, and Phoenix will take possession.
Yeah, Strickland had a shot last night. Her only basket was a 3-point shot, and she banked it in and just went down the court smiling.
Well, she had a 4-point play, a legendary 4-point play, to win the game against the New York Liberty earlier this season for Connecticut. They were trailing by 2. She hits a 3 in the corner at the buzzer, was fouled, added the free throw. Griner trying to power in, offensive rebound momentarily in the hands of Sancho Little. Instead, ahead comes Jasmine Thomas. On the move, comes off the rim, rebounded by Bonner. Phoenix pushing it up the floor. Taurasi trying to track it down, but it catches the sideline, and Phoenix turns it over.
Yeah, you saw how quick Williams and Thomas get the ball down the floor. So you either have to pick them up in the back court to slow them down or get that ball out of their hands and not let them penetrate in the lane.
And you and I have been discussing, too, the Mercury pushing the ball more often, hoping that we would see that, back in the day with Paul Westhead and Corey Gaines getting it up and down the floor. Now they obviously want to mix in Brittany Griner in the low post as Strickland fires away, and a board for Sancho Little. But Breon January can push it up the floor along with Leilani Mitchell. Diana Taurasi has been running the point at times during this win streak. So they have the firepower to put big numbers offensively on the board.
And Sandy Brondello wants them to run.
Sancho Little straight away, nothing but net. She had a 20-point game earlier this season in Los Angeles against the Sparks. It's a 7-2 start for the Mercury. They hit 3 of their first 4 shots. Jonquel Jones, her numbers down a bit from her all-star season of a year ago. There she is inside and sent away by Griner. Big-time block by Brittany.
A lot of that, too, has to do with the emergence of Chinea Gumake and Alyssa Thomas rebounding. And there's a nice block by Brittany Griner. Number 33 this year. She had 3 in her last game and 7 before that.
Jonquel kills the dribble. Yes, her rebounding numbers are down. That's, like you said, large part with Shanae Agrumake coming back. Unbelievable reverse layup by Jasmine Thomas.
As you mentioned, she tied her career high last night, 29 against Seattle. She beats you in so many different ways.
Going back to Jonquel Jones, she set a WNBA record last year in rebounding. She had 3 games where she grabbed 20 or more boards, averaged nearly 12 per game, which set a new WNBA record. Sancho Little is on target early.
Well, even though in the beginning of the season, Sancho Little didn't score as much, we brought her in here for defense and rebounding, but the ability to be able to score and teams laying off her is an advantage.
Tuck turns, flips it up, rebound to Bonner. Her outlet pass stolen by Courtney Williams, misses the short shot. Up ahead comes Taurasi, drives to her left, flings it up, just comes off, but earns a ticket to the line.
Well, you wonder what kind of energy also with the Sun having Agumake and Alyssa Thomas out. And they did play a tough game against Seattle. They scored 92 points, but Seattle had 103. And so you wonder if they're going to have the gas at the end of the game if the Mercury can keep things going. But nice little jump shot by Sancho Little. And Breon January recognizing kind of the pick and pop rather than the pick and roll. Just reading what the defense is giving you.
6 points already for Sancho Little. She averages 8 per game so far this season. Coming over from the Atlanta Dream. Couple free throws for Taurasi, and it's an 11-4 Mercury lead. Mercury have only started 9-3 twice in franchise history, that being in 2014 when they won the title, and then back in 1998. So a win tonight for Phoenix. They would improve to 9-3. And Duana Bonner busted for the foul. protesting vehemently, and Connecticut will have it on the side. Courtney Williams pops from the outside. Three-pointer for Courtney. Sandy Brondello was talking about what a dynamic player she is. As back comes Diana Taurasi with the rebuttal.
Yeah, great shot by Taurasi, but Williams, that's only her 8th three-pointer. And Kurt Miller has really done a nice job with this backcourt and the confidence that they've got to look to score.
Floater by Strickland. Chasing the rebound was Jonquel Jones. Good box out by Phoenix in the paint. 6-point lead for the Mercury. Bonner has it in the corner using a Griner screen. Brittany rolls. Bonner drives. Knocked out of bounds, and Phoenix will still have it. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 6-game win streak. Longest for the Mercury since 2014. Sandy Brondello talking about how the chemistry has come together and how good they have been in late game situations. That experience really paying off with this team in close games down the stretch. Not close for Courtney Williams, and another rebound for Sancho Little.
The game that Williams scored 34 points, she took 29 shots. She was 4 for 10 from three-point range.
That is being free to fire. 29. 3 rebounds here early for Duana Bonner and Sancho Little. Couple of assists for Breon January. The Mercury shooting 63% from the field so far. Breon January, 3rd in the WNBA in three-point percentage. Gives it to Brittany Griner with that patented baseline turnaround shot. First field goal for Brittany Griner. Pump fake, Williams sets up Jasmine Thomas. Straight, little short, offensive rebound, and the stick back by Morgan Tuck. 24-year-old out of Connecticut, now in her 3rd season in the WNBA. And what a career at Connecticut. 4 titles in 4 years. Tends to happen when you play for the Huskies. Although Taurasi only had 3. We'll get our first time out. 4:32 to go here in the first quarter. And the Phoenix Mercury jump out to an early 6-point lead.
As a child, I always wanted to be the WNBA, but I never thought I could. Dawson shows her range. I was shy, awkward, a little chubby. The basketball was definitely my niche.
Taken down by Dolson.
Being in the WNBA, I've been able to inspire other young girls and help them with their confidence. I always take care of people, especially with my teammates. Now they call me Big Mama Steph. I'm here to work.
Everyone experiences challenges in their lives, but there's people out there to help each and every one of you. There's coaches all around us who are willing to help. All you need to do is just pick up the phone. We can do this. We can do this together.
Good coaching is everything, especially when you're quitting tobacco. Ashline Coaches will help you develop a plan which can double your chances for success. Give us a call for free, 1-800-5566-222, or visit us at ashline.org.
When out with friends, you could tell the truth, or a better version of it. Just ask Dos Equis, the beer Abraham Lincoln kept under his hat.
Who wants a hat beer?
And the only beer to serve at the Battle of Cinco de Mayo. Maybe that's why we're Sweden's most celebrated Mexican...
Cerveza. Oh, God. 2 X's.
But don't take it from us. Take it from our founder, Lou Ferrigno. Dos Equis. Keep it interessante.
Sign up for the Waddell and Reed, a kids clinic and seminar scheduled for July 22nd. Receive free Mercury tickets while your kids get a chance to learn from the pros. To register, visit phoenixmercury.com/Waddell. Back here with Hall of Famer Ann Myers-Drysdale, and mentioned that they had a moment of silence for Ann Donovan, fellow Hall of Famer who died suddenly this past week of heart failure, and I know that really hit home for you.
Yeah, last weekend was the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in Knoxville, and Annie was there with so many other people, and they inducted her high school coach, Dr. Rose Battaglia, was one of the many that were inducted along with the WBL, which was the first league here. But, I've known her since she was 18 years old when she was at Old Dominion and won a couple championships. She played for Marianne Stanley there, and along with Nancy Lieberman. And she was on the 1980 Olympic team that I was a member of that part in the beginning, and then I left the team to go try out for the Pacers. But, the thing in our game, she was the first in collegiate basketball to have that size at 6'8" in our game. And, she wasn't real strong early on, and she was also one of the first to go over to Japan and play overseas when that was just, really very, very new in the early 80s. But she also is the first Olympian. She's a 3-time Olympian from 80, 84, and 88. But she's the first Olympian to win gold as a player and as a coach. Now, Pat Summitt did it as a player, but we won silver in 76, and she won gold in 84. So, and not only was to win gold as a coach and a player, but also in the WNBA, the very first woman to win a championship and with Seattle. So, and just anybody that talks about Ann Tom is just about how sweet she was, how classy she was. There was a dignity about her, and she just cared about so many other people.
Coach Diana Taurasi in the Olympics a few years ago. So, the whole basketball community mourning the passing of a very young Ann Donovan, too, just 56 years of age.
Well, and she comes from a great family, too, and they're going to have funeral services on the 30th of July, or of June, I should say.
Live turnover for Phoenix. Back comes Courtney Williams to lay it home.
The Sun are putting a little bit of pressure on the Mercury.
Yeah, they're going to have to be creative here tonight against Phoenix without two of their top players, Agwumike and Alyssa Thomas. Camille Little is checked in, gives it to Griner, top of the key, a little out of her range.
Yeah, the Sun kind of clogging things up a little bit.
Little now tracking Jasmine Thomas, pulls back and fades in the lane, shooting over Camille.
Now they're doing a great job bringing the ball down on the right side, and then also the offensive rebounding.
28-year-old Jasmine Thomas, 8th year out of Duke. Tipping was Griner. Tip home the miss by Diana Taurasi, who felt she was hit on the head.
Yeah, but Taurasi did a nice job getting by Jones.
Williams will help defense from Camille Little, then recovers on the shooter Strickland. Actually, that was Tuck who fired up the shot, and back comes DeWanna Bonner. Yvonne Turner will check into the next break for Phoenix. Bonner is rejected by Jonquel Jones. Alex Bentley comes in now for Connecticut, and out goes Jones.
Yeah, Jones with her 13th block. That was a pretty impressive block, too.
A break for Taurasi. So this is something that Sandy Brondello was talking about, too, trying to stagger the substitutions of Taurasi and Brittany Griner, trying to leave two of the big three on the floor at a time, with Bonner out there and Griner, as Taurasi comes out, replaced by Yvonne Turner, who has it now. 3-point attempt, too much.
Now Brittany's number 4 in minutes.
Thomas driving to her right, and then a moving screen on Tuck. So the Sun come in 7-3. They've gone 4-1 at home, 3-2 on the road. They had a fantastic start. They won their first 5 games. They were 7-1 at one point, but they've lost their last 2. The home loss to Washington, and then last night in Seattle. And in those last 2 losses, giving up 95 and then 103 points. Now, I'm sure Kurt Miller has not been happy with his defense. Miller, the 2017 WNBA Coach of the Year, and he won that award in a landslide as the Sun had the 4th best record in the league, 21-13, but then they ran into the Phoenix Mercury in the second round of the playoffs, an elimination game in Connecticut that was won by Phoenix.
Right. Well, and this was a concern for Kurt Miller as far as the free throws. Last night against Seattle, they were 12 of 15. They only got to the line 15 times, and the Storm were there 34 times and got outscored double from the free throw line, and 12 plus on the 3-point shot too.
Miller really has done a fabulous job since taking over as head coach.
Yeah, he was an assistant in LA with Brian Agler.
And was a great coach also at Bowling Green. But he led this Sun team into the playoffs for the first time in 5 seasons. Tipping inside once, twice. Jonquel Jones, very active on the offensive glass, goes out of bounds, and they say off of Jones of Connecticut.
That was a great hustle by both players.
Most improved player and a first-time All-Star last year, the 24-year-old Jonquel Jones. Last night, 10 points, 8 boards before fouling out in Seattle. Now off the steal, here comes the run out. Live turnover for Phoenix, turns into 2 for Connecticut, and Jasmine Thomas. Third field goal for Thomas. Courtney Williams has 7 for the Sun. Sancho Little with 6 to lead the way for Phoenix. They leave Camille Little straight and sweep for 3.
Well, and that's how you're going to beat the zone. The Sun have gone into a zone. They're just sagging down on Brittany Griner, and so they're daring the Mercury to beat them from the outside.
Phoenix 3 of 6 deep. That's 50%. Meantime, the Sun only 1 of 7 from three-point range. Jonquel Jones, not a ball handler, gives it up now to Alex Bentley. Bentley drives to her right, pulls up, hand in the face from Camille Little, and then Griner taps it out to Vonnie Turner. Turner, cross-court feed. Bonner now to a wide-open Leilani Mitchell. Couldn't get it. And then knocked from behind. Bonner had inside position, knocked out of bounds, and Phoenix will have it.
Well, the Mercury have got to like Bonner going to the offensive glass, and certainly there's going to be more outside shots as we've seen in the last few possessions by the Mercury, and the Sun forcing that.
That's that production that Sandy Brondello wants to see from her bench, offensive production. And Leilani is a better shooter than her numbers indicate. Just shooting 28% from the field, 26% from three-point land. Bonner for 3, got it.
Is that a bank? Did they come off the board?
Did that catch the side of the backboard? She'll take it either way. 4 of 8 now for Phoenix in three-point shooting, and their lead is 11. Final 10 seconds here in the first quarter. Bentley, high arching 3. Tapped out by Bonner. Mitchell looks up. She'll fire it from beyond midcourt. Oh, just to the right. And done with 1 here from downtown Phoenix on Pride Night. The Mercury will take an 11-point lead into the second quarter. And you're watching Phoenix Mercury basketball, presented by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort.
Like you, we get up and go to work every day. We're on the job, keeping you connected at home, at work, and to what matters most. Others count on you, so you can count on us. We're here restoring power quickly when storms hit, even fixing issues before they happen. We're making solar more reliable, investing in battery storage, and constantly updating the grid. We're here working 24/7, keeping Arizona on.
It looks like Arizona bowling champion Shannon Pluhowski is ready. Let's see what kind of spin she puts on this next one. Yep, Arizona winners choose Casino Arizona, where locals rule. Champion salsa dancer and Arizonan David Olarte is making his way to his favorite game at Casino Arizona. He'll get there eventually. Arizona winners choose Casino Arizona, where locals rule.
Whatever it is you like to do, Black Bear Diner. Lots of hearty, good old-fashioned family food to feed your inner bear.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona wants to help your company's employees stay fit for the summer. Register now for the chance to win a wellness clinic featuring tips and tricks for staying fit from Mercury trainers. Register at phoenixmercury.com/BCBS Wellness Sweepstakes. Start of the second quarter here from Talking Stick Resort Arena, along with the Hall of Famer Ann Myers Drysdale. Tom Leander with you, 26-15 Mercury on top. They wound up shooting 45% from the field, but knocked down 4 threes and hit all 4 of their free throws, and 7 more assists. 7 assists, that translates in a 4-quarter game to 28. I mean, the ball movement and the unselfishness on this team has been remarkable.
And the Sun did a nice job as far as we thought they were getting a lot of rebounds, but the Mercury are out-rebounding them 12-7. We talked about that being a key.
Rachel Banham has come in to start the second quarter for Connecticut. They turn it over to begin the period. Alex Bentley out there along with Brianna Jones, Jonquil Jones, and Betnijah Laney, third-year player from Rutgers. Mercury have Griner, along with Yvonne Turner, Leilani Mitchell, Camille Little, and Diana Taurasi. So they give Bonner a break. They have Taurasi and Griner out there. And of the three, Taurasi, Griner, and Bonner, if you add the three of them up, they are contributing 60% of the offense this season. That is relying heavily on the big three. Luckily for the Mercury, they have not sustained any serious injuries as of yet this season. A reach-in foul as Mitchell was trying to work her way around a Brittany Griner screen. 26-15, Mercury on top. For Connecticut, they shot only 32% from the field and missed 7 of their 8 three-point attempts in the first quarter. Taurasi defended by Laney. Shot clock at 5. They go back to Griner. Turns, fires to Little. Three-point attempt, too strong. And Bentley had it knocked out of bounds by Mitchell, so Connecticut will have it.
Well, the zone by the Sun is really bothering the Mercury. You can see they're having a tough time getting it in. And also they can't hesitate. If you got a wide open shot off that three, you need to go ahead and take it. It's nice to make that extra pass, but lots of times you're going to come down and that shot clock will wind down on you. And Camille Little had to take a tough shot.
That was a tough pass to handle. Jonquil Jones firing it at the feet of Brianna Jones. Another turnover for Connecticut.
You know, with the two players, Agumake and Alyssa Thomas out for the Sun, Kurt Miller's having to rely on his bench players, which they've been very productive. But you're also playing with different players, too, different lineups. And maybe some of the starters aren't quite as familiar playing with some of the subs as far as knowing their moves.
Coming up short was Breon January on the jump shot. They're without the 15 points and 8 rebounds from Shanae Agumake, who's been battling injuries over the past 3 or 4 years of her career. Offensive foul on Connecticut will give it back to Phoenix. So Agumake, who was the #1 overall pick in 2014, the Rookie of the Year, a couple of major injuries, knee injury, Achilles surgery, and then also being without Alyssa Thomas, who gives them 12 points and 10 rebounds a game, along with 4 assists. Alyssa Thomas is one of the best post passers in the league.
Yeah, she was drafted in 2014 from Maryland, #4 to New York, and then was in the trade with Kelsey Bone to bring Tina Charles to New York.
Griner goes in for the shot and fouled in the process. She will head to the line for a pair.
No, Kurt Miller is just so frustrated. And right now, the Mercury taking advantage of inside of Brittany Griner.
Oh, they're going to call it an offensive foul.
Call it the other way.
Kurt Miller won. I think everybody in the building felt that Griner was going to go to the line for 2, that she had been fouled on the shot. Instead, offensive foul on Brittany. That is her first personal foul. She's been able to stay out of foul difficulty so far this season. Did it last year when she put up career numbers and leading the league in scoring. Nobody has scored yet in the second quarter. Inside rebound. Eliminated from behind by Griner, who blocked the shot of Brianna Jones.
Yeah, Jones did a nice job getting inside position on Griner, but as you said, Griner coming up with the block, and you see Jones come right underneath Griner.
Second block for Griner. Jones driving baseline. Tries to loft it over the 6'9" Griner, who goes down. And now Yvonne Turner waiting for reinforcements. Taurasi, lob feed into the lane. Sancho Little, and she's fouled by Jonquil Jones. Very active offensively so far, Sancho Little, who's hit all 3 of her field goals and now makes her first trip to the stripe.
That was a nice pass by Taurasi. Wasn't real high, and Sancho Little did a nice job with a little pump fake.
First free toss is good by Sancho, an all-star in 2009 with Atlanta. Strickland returns along with Jasmine Thomas for the Sun. 7:49 to go until halftime. Next up for the Mercury, they are back in action tomorrow in Las Vegas against the Aces. Their first trip to Vegas for a WNBA game, and Phoenix beating the Aces 72-66 last Sunday.
Yeah, he
here
made
in
a little
Phoenix.
run on him, though. Aces came back on him.
Yeah, it got dicey. Pulled to within 4 after the Mercury had control, double-digit lead most of that game, but Las Vegas pulled to within 4 with a couple minutes to go. Shot clock down to 5. Nowhere to go for Strickland. Takes it back, trying to beat the shot clock, and the rebound to Griner. Griner with the handoff to Razi, fading to her left. Straight but a little short. And the rebound to Jasmine Thomas. Both Thomas and Courtney Williams, excellent rebounders in the backcourt for Connecticut, as Taurasi is hit with a personal foul. Taurasi was backpedaling quickly and defending in the paint, and was hit with the personal for Taurasi. That is her first. And Connecticut will have it on the side.
Jasmine Thomas so good with that ball in her hand, and certainly one of the things that the Mercury talked about at shoot-around today was getting the ball out of their guards' hands, not only Thomas but Williams.
Banham, deep three, grabs her own miss.
Yeah, that's got to be a block out after that shot.
It's been a problem for the Mercury so far this season. They're giving up, on average, 10 offensive rebounds to their opponent. Quick feed inside was a beauty to Tuck. The pass by Banham.
Yeah.
Check that, Brianna Jones with the hoop.
The Mercury just could not rotate quick enough.
Great pass to Brianna Jones. Jones coming in off the bench with her first field goal. Mercury a little stagnant offensively. Bounce feed to Sancho Little, goes glass. And Thomas with another rebound. Long outlet, looking for Jones. Overshoots her, and Phoenix will have it. That is now the 5th turnover committed by Connecticut.
Yeah, Jasmine Thomas, when she gets the ball, she is looking up court, and she's got great speed, and you wonder if Sandy Brondello might make some adjustments in the second half as far as picking her up in the back court and putting some pressure on her to slow her down a little bit.
Phoenix coming off their 6th consecutive win in Dallas on Tuesday, winning 75-72. Taurasi had 21 in that game, 18 for Griner. January off the back iron, bounces out to Banham. Connecticut with the numbers, Banham with the floater, and then tipped over to January by DeWanna Bonner. Bonner and Griner doing a good job tipping those rebounds to their teammates. Then a reach-in foul will give Phoenix the ball with 5:49 to go here in quarter number 2, and we will take the timeout with the Mercury on top 28-17.
Let's go.
5-time Grammy Award-winning Shania Twain. Live in concert, the Now Tour. Talking Stick Resort Arena, July 30th. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Man, I feel like a woman.
The new album Now drops everywhere September 29th.
Like I should, I'll get you good.
There's more at shaniatwain.com.
Everyone experiences challenges in their lives, but there's people out there to help each and every one of you. There's coaches all around us who are willing to help. All you need to do is just pick up the phone. We can do this. We can do this together.
Good coaching is everything, especially when you're quitting tobacco. Ashline Coaches will help you develop a plan which can double your chances for success. Give us a call for free, 1-800-5566-222, or visit us at ashline.org.
Help support Brittany Griner's 3rd annual Heart and Soul Shoe Drive when the Mercury face the Minnesota Lynx Friday, June 22nd. Donate new or lightly used shoes in the Casino Arizona Pavilion between 5 and 7 p.m. Donations benefit the Phoenix Rescue Mission and the Phoenix community. All donors will be entered for a chance to win autographed Mercury memorabilia and a personal meet and greet with the one and only Brittany Griner. So that's when they face the Minnesota Lynx. What is going on with Minnesota? 3-6 right now.
Well, they were beating New York tonight pretty good, but you know, BG has really done a nice job here in Phoenix as far as the community and getting involved, and you know, the shoe drive and the water drive, and she's always out there. She is so friendly and easy to approach.
She has a little block contest going on as well. Every time she has a block this season, $50 going to Phoenix Children's Hospital. With thanks to Avis, the official lock company of the Phoenix Mercury. Sancho Little has been outstanding, hitting all 4 of her shots from the field.
And that's the first basket in this quarter by the Mercury.
She is the first Mercury player to reach double figures in a traveling violation on Jasmine Thomas.
And there's a defense by Sancho Little.
10 points for Sancho Little. 5 points for Taurazi. Griner only has 4 so far, but they've also received 5 points off the bench from Camille Little.
Mercury doing a good job taking care of the basketball.
13-point lead, that is their biggest so far for Phoenix. Camille Little, she'll hoist up another 3. Long rebound to Breon January. They put a fresh 14 on the shot clock. January over the head to Camille Little, drives in, dumps it off to Sancho Little, who now is a perfect 5 of 5 from the field, 12 points.
And 9 assists.
Little to little. Normally, Camille replaces Sancho, but Sandy Brondello has Sancho out there playing the center position and Camille at the power forward. Nowhere to go for Courtney Williams. She is suffocated, and there on the floor, diving for the loose ball and coming up with it is Camille Little. What a boost she has given Phoenix off the bench.
You know, last year she started, and I think Camille Little was a little upset that, you know, she jumped right on you. And we see jump ball all the time, loose balls and players going after it. But when a player jumps on you, how is that not a foul? But here's the pass and the penetration by Camille Little. And Sancho Little's done a nice job tonight being around the basket.
Connecticut has only 2 points here in the second quarter. Again, without Shania Grumake and without Alyssa Thomas, they have such excellent balance on their team. The Mercury have 3 players that are in the top 15 in scoring. Connecticut does not have 1. That's because they have really spread it around. They've got 5 different players that are averaging double figures,
right.
And another one averaging over 9. Connecticut trying to avoid their 3rd consecutive loss, while Phoenix is going after their 7th straight win.
Wow, Strickland
float shot.
And Diane
drops by Strickland.
Like she can't grab it. It was almost like Strickland looked like she grabbed it up in the air and then got it out on the ground. Nice pass.
Let it go in a hurry. Wide open, Breon January. That has been money so far this season, but misfires. Talked about her being 3rd in the league in 3-point percentage at 58% deep coming into this game.
Now this is a small lineup for the Mercury with Griner out. Tough pass.
Yep, Sancho inside to Camille Little, who is posting up. They're going to say it went off of the knee of Camille Little, who does not agree with that call, and the Sun will have it. Breon January has been fantastic from 3-point range, though in the last 2 games, she's struggled with her shot. She's coming in 2 of 11 from the field and only 1 of 5 3-point range over the last 2 games. Offensive rebound by Jones keeps it alive for Connecticut. Inside of 4 minutes to go until halftime. Deep 3, too much by Laney. And Taurazi trying to come out of the pack with the ball, traveled as she attempted this spin away from the defender.
Well, Strickland is their 3-point shooter, and this is a Sun team that they are last in 3-point shooting in the league. And that was a good rest for Brittany Griner in that substitution for Sandy Brondello.
Griner comes back with their 2 blocks. Mercury's defense has been top-notch so far this season, giving up only 80 points per game. That is 3rd best in the league. Courtney Thomas, ball fake, and it's blocked by Sancho Little. Tried a little razzle-dazzle, and Sancho Little did not bite. Bonner, baseline pull-up, 15-footer, got it. Timeout, Connecticut. The lead is back up to 15. That match is the biggest for the Mercury, and you're watching Mercury Basketball presented by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort.
So, how's the new house?
We love it, but I'm struggling with my pool. Yours looks great. What's your secret?
No secret. We go to Leslie's. They test my water every week and tell me exactly what to do. They just installed a high-quality pump and repaired my filter.
I need to find a Leslie's.
There's one just a couple of miles from here, but they are all over. Thanks for coming in.
My neighbor was right. Leslie's is the place to go.
Leslie's. Pool care made easy.
At Pacific Office Automation, we are passionate about problem solving.
We're the country's leading independent provider of integrated office solutions, and our people make technology work.
Whatever the size of your business, we'll bring your copiers, printers, telephones, and managed IT and print services together so that your office runs smoothly and securely.
Discover our legendary customer experience, driven by our awesome sales and service people.
And our 24/7 help desk.
Call Pacific Office today or visit pacificoffice.com.
14.1 to go. LA leads by 3. Inbound to Griner. Finds Taurasi. She got it! Tie game! Diana Taurasi with 2 defenders in her grill across her body to tie it at 87. Blocked away by Griner.
Brittany Griner protects the rim. Avis protects what you love. Now they're teaming up to protect our kids. For every BG block this Mercury season, Avis will donate $50 to Phoenix Children's Hospital. Go to phxmerc.com/BrittanyBlocks to track her progress throughout the season. Avis and Brittany Griner protect what you love.
The WNBA's best rivalry fires back up Friday, June 22nd, when the Mercury host the Minnesota Lynx. Come watch the game in your orange Mercury gear for Orange Friday. Visit phoenixmercury.com for tickets. The Suns shooting a paltry 27% from the field. They've missed 9 of their 10 three-point attempts, and Annie, you just pointed out to me they haven't even been to the line yet.
No, only 4 fouls on the Mercury, 9 on the Sun.
Mercury a perfect 6 of 6 at the line. And they are 4 of 14 deep. Shot clock is down to 5 for Jasmine Thomas. Going to work now on Brittany Griner. Fires over Griner. Inside position by Courtney Williams. There again, Jasmine Thomas. Courtney Williams so good at crashing the glass. Jasmine Thomas misses the layup. Taurasi, magical pass. January finds Little, and she still has not missed. 6 for 6.
The 11th assist and the 6th by January.
Terrific passing for Phoenix, not for Connecticut, as they turn it over again. January scoops it back to Bonner. 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Bonner lost the dribble, had it poked free by Jasmine Thomas. It goes off of Duana, out of bounds. And checking in now for Connecticut will be their rookie out of Duke, Lexi Brown.
Well, just what a great bounce pass by Diana Taurasi, and January just drawing the defense underneath and passing it back out.
Taurasi 7th in the league in scoring at 19.5 points and averaging 4 assists this season. That pass in the lane by Jonquel Jones goes off of Sancho Little. Little is 6 for 6 from the field, 14 points, and the Mercury lead is 17. Only 4 points in the quarter for the Sun. Nearly a 5-second inbound violation against Connecticut. Fadeaway, tough shot by Jonquel Jones.
Well, Connecticut is 3rd in assists. They only have 2 in this first half.
That's the first field goal for Jonquel Jones. 2017 WNBA All-Star. Taurasi has a good look and a good shot.
That's just her second basket.
Courtney Williams, her pass went off of Jonquel Jones, then she dives for the loose ball, and Phoenix will have it. Boy, this is a scrappy Connecticut team, but they are not smooth and polished right now.
Well, you cannot take them for granted, especially coming out in the second half, because against Washington, they were down 30. They were down 30, came back and almost won that game. And then even against Seattle last night, they were down 22 and cut it to 2. So they will come out with a lot of firepower, even though they're missing 2 of their star players. They don't quit on you.
Bonner baseline shot comes up a little shy. Offensive rebound to Sancho Little. She has been the star of the first half. Sets up Taurasi. Absolutely for 3.
And Griner with a nice screen.
Sancho Little with the offensive rebound and the assist, and the lead balloons to 20. Courtney Williams with Griner in her face. Rebounded by who else? Sancho Little doing it all here in the first half. January quickly into Griner, going to work, kicks it out. Sancho Little, trouble with the pass. That was her one mistake so far here in the half.
But heads up play by Griner not to take that shot.
Bonner, 17-footer, all net for DeWanna Bonner.
She likes putting the ball on the floor. Good rhythm.
Oh, Phoenix pouring it on here to end the first half. It's been a miserable second quarter for Connecticut. Lexi Brown offline. Strickland not close. Now look at Courtney Williams come up with the offensive rebound. I am amazed at the rebounding prowess of Courtney Williams and Jasmine Thomas. They're 2 guards. Thomas is 5'9". Meanwhile, Courtney Williams is 5'8", and they're doing most of the rebounding for this team.
Williams is a jumper too, but a nice shot by Diana Taurasi there.
So they're going to put the shot clock at 14. The game clock is at 14.1. Connecticut can decide to take that final shot of the half. Baseline shot hits the side of the backboard for Shakina Strickland, and now Phoenix can take the final shot.
Now this is the largest lead for the Mercury. It ties that largest lead of the season.
Taurasi down to 5, down to 4, flipped it up with the left hand. Still 3.2 to go. Connecticut will have it. Down on the floor went Taurasi, hoping for a call. And now Connecticut will have to push it up the floor with 3.2 to go here in the half. Inbound it, Courtney Williams with Bonner right there defensively, missed everything, and we have hit halftime. The Phoenix Mercury on top by 22 points, up 43-21 after the first half. We will cut Ann Myers-Drysdale loose as she gets ready for her half-court interview with the star of the Winter Olympics, Adam Rippon. Coming up at halftime, The Chase featuring DeWanna Bonner, her team in control here at half. And you're watching Phoenix Mercury basketball presented by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort.
Growing up in Indiana, you knew the game of basketball. Now, that's what you knew. I wanted to be the best.
Too easy for Skylar Diggins.
Coming back from my injury was one of the biggest hurdles in my professional career. I'd never been without the game of basketball before, so just being out there on the floor again with my team was an accomplishment. I was really proud of that. I'm here to work.
When out with friends, you could tell the truth or a better version of it. Just ask Dos Equis, the beer Abraham Lincoln kept under his hat.
Who wants a hat beer?
And the only beer to serve at the Battle of Cinco de Mayo. Maybe that's why we're Sweden's most celebrated Mexican.
Cerveza. Oh, God. 2 X's.
But don't take it from us. Take it from our founder, Lou Ferrigno. Dos Equis. Keep it interessante.
Like you, we get up and go to work every day. We're on the job, keeping you connected at home, at work, and to what matters most. Others count on you, so you can count on us. We're here restoring power quickly when storms hit, even fixing issues before they happen. We're making solar more reliable, investing in battery storage, and constantly updating the grid. We're here working 24/7, keeping Arizona on.
Every day, the Phoenix Mercury are driven by a mission to achieve their potential on and off the court. Like the Mercury, Willis Towers Watson knows the importance of reaching goals and delivering insights and solutions to unlock potential for its clients. Willis Towers Watson challenges the status quo to deliver solutions that manage risk, optimize benefits, cultivate talent, and expand the power of capital to protect and strengthen institutions and individuals. Willis Towers Watson cheers on the Mercury as they strive to unlock their full potential.
Everyone experiences challenges in their lives, but there's people out there to help each and every one of you. There's coaches all around us who are willing to help. All you need to do is just pick up the phone. We can do this. We can do this together.
Good coaching is everything, especially when you're quitting tobacco. Ashline Coaches will help you develop a plan which can double your chances for success. Give us a call for free, 1-800-556-6222, or visit us at ashline.org.
We have Dawana Bonner coming back tomorrow, so we'll be excited to add her in. That takes us 11, so someone will get a little bit of extra rest.
I'm excited to see DB come back and really get back to being, I think, the most versatile player in the WNBA.
8-year veteran Dawana Bonner is back with the team after giving birth to twin girls last season. She's raising her kids in Arizona while her partner, former Mercury All-Star Candace Dupree, plays for the Indiana Fever.
It's fantastic for all the players to see that. You can be a mother and also a high-class athlete. And that's what it's about. Your career doesn't end just because you have a baby.
Oh, she wants mommy, see?
Say hi. Can you say hi? Go, and then you're all set. Go crazy. Yeah. Go crazy. You see all this stuff? You don't know where to start. I played overseas this past winter a little bit for like 3 months to try to get back in shape. But by far the toughest thing ever to do was to come back from having twins. 1, 2, this took maybe months of planning to get to where we are now. It's nothing happens overnight, and thinking for 2 babies, make sure they're taken care of is my top priority, but I also want to be a top level athlete. But luckily I work with a great organization who understands that sometimes I'm just tired. Hi. Coming home after the game and seeing those faces were like so refreshing, kind of take your mind off something that just, they had no idea that we just lost the game, but it's like, oh, mommy! So that's the best part of, my day. Your kisses.
With the home opener looming, final cuts need to be made.
I don't know what your thoughts are when you want to make your cuts at this point.
I think on, what's a sad day, we can, probably with Lay coming in.
There are 17 players invited to training camp, but only 12 can make the team. For some, their WNBA journey ends. For others, it's just the beginning.
Okay, we're back to our final team for the start of the season, and the coaches and I, we think this is the best team for us right now, and we got good versatility. Hopefully we can start off on the right foot.
Okay, ladies, good job. Well, obviously, look, part of being in the WNBA, you have to make hard decisions. So you notice we've let 2 people go, but they were great training camp bodies. That was a great experience for them. But moving forward, remember, it's all about us. We've got to get that chemistry together. We've got less players, 12 players going into that next game. It's exactly what we want. We want to get good rhythm.
Hey, look, opening game is exciting. It's exciting. We're at home. It's a great introduction. Feel the energy from the crowd. Maybe there's a few nerves there. Let's get settled in right from the start. Make sure we continue to huddle. We're
okay? And what we said, we want to win home court. This is the first challenge that we have. Let's go do it. Okay, Mercury, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, Brian January, born in January. Get out of here. Let's go, Palitos. Let's go, Bonnie. Camille Little. It ain't so little.
Here we come.
Let's go. Money in the bag, y'all. Money in the bag. 3, 1, 2, 3. Go.
The 2018 season tips off, and the chase begins.
Out with friends, you could tell the truth or a better version of it. Just ask Dos Equis, the beer Abraham Lincoln kept under his hat.
Who wants a hat beer?
And the only beer to serve at the Battle of Cinco de Mayo. Maybe that's why we're Sweden's most celebrated Mexican.
Cerveza. Oh, God. 4 X's.
But don't take it from us. Take it from our founder, Lou Ferrigno. Dos Equis. Keep it interessante.
Let's go.
5-time Grammy Award-winning Shania Twain. Live in concert, the Now Tour. Talking Stick Resort Arena, July 30th. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Man, I feel like a woman.
The new album Now drops everywhere September 29th.
I'll get you good.
There's more at shaniatwain.com.
Blocked away by Griner. Brittany Griner protects the rim. Avis protects what you love. Now they're teaming up to protect our kids. For every BG block this Mercury season, Avis will donate $50 to Phoenix Children's Hospital. Go to phxmerc.com/BrittanyBlocks to track her progress throughout the season. Avis and Brittany Griner, protect what you love.
So, how's the new house?
We love it, but I'm struggling with my pool. Yours looks great. What's your secret?
No secret. We go to Leslie's. They test my water every week and tell me exactly what to do. They just installed a high-quality pump and repaired my filter.
I need to find a Leslie's.
There's one just a couple of miles from here, but they are all over. Thanks for coming in.
My neighbor was right. Leslie's is the place to go.
Leslie's. Pool care made easy.
Phoenix Mercury basketball is presented by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort.
Every day, the Phoenix Mercury are driven by a mission to achieve their potential on and off the court. Like the Mercury, Willis Towers Watson knows the importance of reaching goals and delivering insights and solutions to unlock potential for its clients. Willis Towers Watson's challenge the status quo to deliver solutions that manage risk, optimize benefits, cultivate talent, and expand the power of capital to protect and strengthen institutions and individuals. Willis Towers Watson cheers on the Mercury as they strive to unlock their full potential.
Whatever it is you like to do, Black Bear Diner. Lots of hearty, good old-fashioned family food to feed your inner bear.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner.
One of the best things about the Phoenix Mercury and the WNBA is the diversity of our fan base. The X Factor comes from all walks of life, all ages, races, income levels, identities, and backgrounds. We're proud to be leaders in the space of diversity and inclusion, and we will continue to do our part to make Phoenix and Arizona a place that's welcoming to everyone.
On behalf of the Phoenix Mercury family, we want you to know that all fans are welcome and appreciated regardless of
gender, race, religion,
sexual orientation,
We want you here.
We want your support.
If you can clap, you can clap.
If you can cheer, then you can cheer.
If you can scream, you can scream.
Whatever you do, just be heard.
Because in the end, there's only one thing that really matters, that everyone cheers on the Phoenix Mercury to victory.
Thanks for being here tonight. Let's go Mercury.
This copyrighted telecast of WNBA Enterprises may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of WNBA Enterprises.
At Pacific Office Automation, we are passionate about problem solving.
We're the country's leading independent provider of integrated office solutions, and our people make technology work.
Whatever the size of your business, we'll bring your copiers, printers, telephones, and managed IT and print services together so that your office runs smoothly and securely.
Discover our legendary customer experience driven by our awesome sales and service people.
And our 24/7 help desk.
Call Pacific Office today or visit pacificoffice.com.
Every day, the Phoenix Mercury are driven by a mission to achieve their potential on and off the court. Like the Mercury, Willis Towers Watson knows the importance of reaching goals and delivering insights and solutions to unlock potential for its clients. Willis Towers Watson's challenged the status quo to deliver solutions that manage risk, optimize benefits, cultivate talent, and expand the power of capital to protect and strengthen institutions and individuals. Willis Towers Watson cheers on the Mercury as they strive to unlock their full potential.
Back here in downtown Phoenix on Father's Day Eve with the Mercury firmly in control, leading by 22 over the Connecticut Sun. Back with the Hall of Famer Ann Myers-Drysdale. How was the interview with Adam Rippon?
He's really got a lot of charisma, and he's a sweet kid. And this is still a little bit new to him, and it's only been, 4 months.
I know.
And he's going into it, but and there's a confidence about him, and you appreciate that because it's not easy to come out for a lot of kids.
Yeah. Well, there you are, interviewing the bronze medalist in South Korea. But what a whirlwind! And as you started off too, and a round of applause too, not only for his exploits in figure skating, but winning Dancing with Stars. I think that received more applause than even his performance in Pyeongchang.
And this is his first WNBA game, and he's loving it.
Yep. So Pride Night here this evening at Talking Stick Resort Arena, 43-21. Boy, what a dismal first half of basketball offensively for Connecticut. They scored only 6 points in the second quarter. They had only 21 at halftime. Both of those numbers, lowest totals by a Phoenix opponent this season. Meantime, for the Mercury, Sancho Little did not miss, literally did not miss. Hit all 6 of her shots from the field. 2 of 2 at the line, added 7 rebounds, and what a blessing that was for Phoenix to have Sancho provide that kind of offense.
Well, she's so active, and again, I think a lot of teams, obviously, they'll key in on Brittany Griner. They'll key in on Diana Taurasi, and certainly January's been shooting the ball well, so Sancho Little kind of gets lost in the shuffle, and so they don't guard her as much, but obviously her efficiency so far in this first half, 6 for 6, but also rebounding and her defense. She's got a blocked shot, but she's always very difficult to go against because of her size and her quickness.
And again, if you're just joining us, updating you on the injury situation for the Sun, without Shania Glumake, without Alyssa Thomas, and so offensively, they missed 31 of their 41 shots, and they missed 13 of their 14 three-point attempts. Patchwork starting lineup. They had Morgan Tuck in there along with Shakina Strickland. They still have a fantastic backcourt, but Phoenix has really picked it up defensively this season. And Courtney Williams, Jasmine Thomas, neither able to reach double figures scoring. Courtney has 7, Jasmine with 6 leading the way, and each of them with 3 rebounds. Very quiet first half for Jonquel Jones, who missed 3 of her 4 shots, as she has it on the low block against Griner. Griner hand in the face, altering the shot and forcing the miss. Griner had 2 blocks in the first half for Phoenix. Sancho Little dribble handoff to Breon January, and now they go to Griner in the low block. Had position. It was blocked by Jonquel Jones, but she's hit with a personal foul.
And Jonquel Jones out of George Washington, in her third year. She's only 24 years old. Her freshman year, she went to Clemson. But, you know, when she came out, a lot of people didn't really know who she was, and she looked like she got all ball up at the top, but might have gotten that elbow and puts Griner at the line for the first time. But I think with Jonquel Jones, what impressed people so much was not only her ability to shoot this outside shot, but put the ball on the floor. She had so many different moves on the perimeter.
Mercury, the #1 free throw shooting team in the league, 86% clip, and they have not missed at the line tonight. A perfect 8 of 8. 4 different players have knocked down 2 free throws for Phoenix. Griner now with 6 points and 5 boards, taps the miss out to January, and she is destroyed in the backcourt by Jasmine Thomas, and she is obviously hit with a personal.
Well,
popping back up.
January,
January, she is tough.
Yeah, she's such a physical player. I mean, that's a good hit right there that Thomas gives her, and certainly a loose ball, and both players going for it.
That was a hit by a free safety. Taurasi, deep 3, that's not going to fall. And look at the rebound from Courtney Williams. I've got to just talk about it all night, just watching her and Jasmine Thomas snatch rebounds as she kicks it out now to Thomas. Thomas pulls it back, still enough time on the shot clock, goes between the legs. Taurasi covers up inside. Williams has it. Now the shot clock down to 5. Sancho Little tracking. Griner's there, snuffs out the pass, and now we've got a whistle and a foul inside. And I believe it's going to go on Sancho Little, who is trying to deny Jonquel Jones in the paint. Oh, tough break for Phoenix because there was nothing happening offensively for Connecticut with that possession.
Yeah, Griner gave Williams kind of a tap on the backside and said, you know, and Williams just laughed because trying to get the ball over Griner was not easy.
Game 2 of a 5-game road trip. Jasmine Thomas in and out on the fade, and Phoenix will have it. But it's game 2 of a 5-game road trip for Connecticut, though they'll likely head back to Connecticut. They have some time off before the next game. They're in Atlanta on Friday, and then it's off to Indiana and Washington. You talked about that game. They trailed the Mystics by 30 and took the lead late in that game, led by Courtney Williams, 34 points.
Thomas and Williams, between the two, have 13 points of the 21.
Air ball launched by Williams. Tipping inside was Jonquel Jones, and finally retrieved by Sancho Little.
Little now with her 9th rebound.
Bonner had it inside momentarily against Jasmine Thomas. Double team help came, and now a traveling violation in the lane on Brittany Griner. 10th turnover committed by Phoenix. 9 turnovers so far for Connecticut, and Camille Little is getting ready to check in for Phoenix here early in the 3rd quarter. Just a couple minutes deep. Inside left all alone, a mix-up defensively for Phoenix. There was nobody there to cover up on Morgan Tuck.
A good recognition by the Sun, and as you said, miscommunication by the Mercury. And you don't want to allow a basket like that to really take you out.
Bonner offline from 3.
Oh, good hands by Griner.
Griner, offensive rebound and the stick back. 8.7 boards. Now for Griner. Jasmine Thomas thought she had Jonquel Jones in the lane. Instead, it was intercepted by Breon January. Feeds Little. Little going up against Courtney Williams. Now Taurasi trying to push it into the lane, and she's going to be called for traveling. That was kind of an interesting play. I mean, it was a frustrated Diana Taurasi. Well, she was cut off on the baseline. I think she felt like there was some physical contact there. She was so frustrated, she picked up the ball and walked away.
There's a 3-point shot by Bonner not going in, and Griner just sticking her hand in there, going off the backboard, came right back to her.
That reminded me of the Phil Mickelson putt from today. So frustrated, he chased after his putt while it was still moving.
Oh, look at Williams right underneath Griner. Yeah, 2-stroke penalty. Huh?
Yeah, 2-stroke penalty.
I've had a few 10s.
Yeah, yeah, but not in a U.S. Open. And now an offensive foul on Taurasi. Boy, that she is boiling inside right now. She is trying to hold it in. She was not happy the previous time down the floor. And she picked up the basketball and then tried to spin free hit with an offensive foul there. That is her 3rd personal. Courtney Williams drives to her right. Pull-up jumper over Griner is good.
We said that open look, and the last 2 possessions, the Mercury have not really performed in getting a shot off.
The lead is 20 for Phoenix. Biggest advantage is in 24. Taurasi inside to Camille Little. A good deception by Diana Taurasi. Looked like she was going up for the shot and then dropped it off to Camille.
Yeah, Taurasi with her second assist.
Thomas sidestep. Created some space from Griner, but off the mark. And here comes Taurasi. Bounces off of Jasmine Thomas, and this foul will be assessed to Thomas of Connecticut.
Well, Thomas is kind of smiling, but she doesn't get back on the defense, but we've seen a couple passes like this tonight by Taurasi, where she looks like she's going to go up and she dumps it down to her teammate.
Von Turner comes in. Breon January is out, so Taurasi running the point. So now the offense initiated by Turner. Straight away for 3. Down it goes for Vonnie Turner. Fresh in off the bench here in the third quarter. Pumps in the 3. Phoenix now 6 of 18 deep. That's that bench production we were talking that Sandy Brondello was looking for. Bench only averaging 10 points per game so far for Phoenix this season. Bonner, 14-footer. And she releases that with her length. I mean, there are shades of some Kevin Durant in there, too. It is just so difficult to defend her when she rises up with that mid-range jump shot. Now tracking Thomas, who still scoops it in. Difficult shot by Jasmine Thomas against a terrific defender in Bonner. Taurasi goes behind the back, pops out, and the board to Thomas. 9 rebounds for the backcourt of Connecticut. Baseline drive. It somehow rolls in for Morgan Tuck, and a blocking foul, so a chance at a 3-point play, but Tuck is still on the floor. We'll check on her status when we come back. Phoenix on top, 54-29.
As a child, I always wanted to be the WNBA, but I never thought I could. Dawson shows her range. I was shy, awkward, a little chubby, but basketball was definitely my niche.
Taken down by Dawson.
Being in the WNBA, I've been able to inspire other young girls and help them with their confidence. I always take care of people, especially with my teammates. Now they call me Big Mama Steph. I'm here to work.
So, how's the new house?
We love it, but I'm struggling with my pool. Yours looks great. What's your secret?
No secret. We go to Leslie's. They test my water every week and tell me exactly what to do. They just installed a high-quality pump and repaired my filter.
I need to find a Leslie's.
There's one just a couple of miles from here, but they are all over. Thanks for coming in.
My neighbor was right. Leslie's is the place to go.
Leslie's. Pool care made easy.
Everyone experiences challenges in their lives, but there's people out there to help each and every one of you. There's coaches all around us who are willing to help. All you need to do is just pick up the phone. We can do this. We can do this together.
Good coaching is everything, especially when you're quitting tobacco. Ashline Coaches will help you develop a plan which can double your chances for success. Give us a call for free, 1-800-5566-222, or visit us at ashline.org.
Fox Sports Arizona is where great moments happen and is proud to be the local television home of the Phoenix Mercury. For more information about the Mercury and the entire Arizona sports scene, log on to foxsportsarizona.com. Biggest lead for Phoenix has been 27. It is 23 right now after the layup by Tuck. She was able to bounce up off the floor and head to the bench during this timeout, and she will have a free throw coming when action resumes. Here's another look at that move along the baseline.
Yeah, Brittany Griner came out there, and it sure looked like Camille Little was set. Unless she was in the circle, but I think she was a secondary defender. And she was hoping to draw that charge and did not.
Well, it's been already a better third quarter scoring-wise for the Sun. They have 10 points here in the period. Remember, they scored only 6 in the second quarter.
That's the first
play.
free throw by the Sun.
Wow. First free throw. Meanwhile, Phoenix is 8 of 8, so not a lot of free throw shooting in total. But again, as Annie just mentioned, first free throw of the night for the visitors. Great bounce pass. Taurasi finds Camille Little, grabs her own miss, goes back up. Now a third shot at it. Bonnie Turner defended by Courtney Williams, floats it up and in. Feathery touch by Yvonne Turner.
Turner did a nice job just rising over the defense off that floater.
Turner with a nice spark off the bench, second field goal. And Morgan Tuck with the connection. Tuck with the start tonight in the absence of Agrumake and Alyssa Thomas.
Nice pass.
Beautiful pass. Griner inside to Camille Little. Little has found those open seams too in the lane. Camille Little with her third bucket. Oh boy, both Littles have done well here tonight. 14 for Sancho.
Oh, great hands.
9 for Camille. Camille comes up with a loose ball, run out. Turner misfires on the layup as she was being chased down by Courtney Williams.
Yeah, she came in too straight, didn't have the angle on the board.
Back comes Williams, forced up that shot.
Oh, what a
Actually,
save.
that was Jasmine Thomas who forced up the shot, saved by Williams. Turner, Taurasi, no look feed! As she finds Dewana Bonner. Outstanding assist feed from Diana Taurasi. .26 lead. Williams offline. And then a quick foul by Strickland as Phoenix had the numbers. Leading the charge was Taurasi. And Phoenix has been pushing the pace.
Well, Camille Little knocked the ball away, and Griner went down kind of awkwardly. And then that pass by Taurasi, recognizing that Bonner was filling the lane over on the left side. Just so pretty. 17 assists now, and 3 for the Sun. The Sun continuing to shoot under 30%.
3 assists for the Sun. They came in third in the league in assists, but again, without so much firepower tonight, in the form of Agrumake and Thomas being out. 17 assists for Phoenix. They rank first in that department. Bonner lobs it inside. Gulich couldn't put it in under the hoop and goes off of Phoenix out of bounds.
Now
Marie Gulich seeing her first minutes of the night.
Yeah, she's been in and out, trying to get her some time, and Angel Robinson filling in for Brittany Griner. A good opportunity for Griner to get some rest.
Tuck from the corner for 3. Rips the cords. Just the second three-point make for Connecticut in 16 attempts.
Now, Tuck started 5 games last year. She only played 22. Her rookie season, she played 26 and hurt her knee and didn't play the rest of the season.
Bonner along the baseline. Camille Little powers it up and in. Another assist for Phoenix. That's 18. Another bucket off the bench for Camille Little. She's in double figures with 11. Breon January leading the Mercury in assists with 7. Currently on the bench for Phoenix. Bonnie Turner hit with the personal foul. 2:07 to go here in the third quarters.
A nice screen by Camille Little, drawing 2 players, Bonner, leaving Little wide open.
Nice little elbow to the gut, too, from Camille Little to create her space. Alex Bentley has it. Inside, bucket and 1 for Brianna Jones. A 22-year-old out of Maryland will head to the line as Connecticut will now take just their second free throw of the night.
Yeah, Jones went to 2 Final Fours when she was at Maryland. And she led the nation in field goal percentage her junior and senior year. She shot over 66% her junior year and shot 69% from the floor her senior year.
Connecticut hitting both of their free throws here tonight. Just 31% from the field, though. Bonner swings it over to Leilani Mitchell, hung up in the air. Gulich, cross-court feed to Bonner. That's not close. And the rebound to Betnijah Laney. Left-handed shot by Jones, wouldn't go. And then a foul down on the floor. Actually, They're going to say it went out of bounds off of Leilani Mitchell with 13 seconds on the shot clock, $1:31 to go here in the third. Again, tomorrow the Mercury in Las Vegas against the Aces, their first WNBA game in Nevada. First trip to Vegas. Inside, powering up and in, was Brianna Jones up against Marie Gulich. Again, Phoenix beating the Aces last Sunday by 6. Taurasi had 25 in that game. Griner had 19 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 blocks against Vegas here in Phoenix. Turner sidestepping some defenders. They say she was pushed. And that will be free throws now for Vonnie Turner and Phoenix. Both teams in the penalty situation the rest of the way here in the third quarter. Sign up for the Waddell and Reed Kids Clinic and Seminar scheduled for July 22nd. Receive free Mercury tickets while your kids get a chance to learn from the pros. To register, visit phoenixmercury.com/Waddell.
Now, the Minnesota Lynx beat the New York Liberty tonight, 85-71, and the Indiana Fever got their first win over the Atlanta Dream, 96-64.
Started 0-11. First win for Breon January's former team. Mitchell inside looking for Gulich. That's a tough pass to complete. And it results in a turnover for Phoenix. Mercury going after their 7th consecutive win. They have the longest current win streak right now in the WNBA. And a 9-3 start with a victory here tonight would tie the franchise best start to a season. Leilani Mitchell on the floor, picking up the loose ball at the other end. Touch pass, Bonner to Gulich. Was a beauty.
It's so pretty when you can pass the ball and score off an assist, and nice quick passes and very unselfish play by the Mercury.
Sparked by Leilani Mitchell, diving on the floor for the loose ball. Final 10 seconds here of quarter number 3. Bentley drives in and scores, fouled from behind by Camille Little.
Now those are the kind of fouls, too, in a tight game that the Mercury are going to have to lay off of.
Now we have a technical foul
on Camille Little.
On Camille.
She must not have said something very nice.
You just see the...
Where's she? Oh, it was on Bentley.
That's what I thought. I thought it was when he said 20.
Bentley was going to the free throw line, and because the foul was on Camille Little, and I thought Camille might have showed a little bit of emotion, or if she said something, but obviously Bentley was the one that said it.
Bentley was upset at what transpired previously on the last trip down the floor, and she finishes off the three-point play. We saw the multiple skills of Dwana Bonner with that touch pass. Final seconds, third quarter. Leilani leans up and traveled before the shot attempt with 1.1 second to go here in quarter number 3.
Well, I like that the Mercury take a shot at the end of a quarter.
We are headed to the fourth quarter. 4 different Mercury players in double figures scoring, led by Sancho Little with 14, 11 for Bonner, 11 for Camille Little, and 10 for Diana Taurasi. You're watching Phoenix Mercury basketball, presented by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort.
Everyone experiences challenges in their lives, but there's people out there to help each and every one of you. There's coaches all around us who are willing to help. All you need to do is just pick up the phone. We can do this. We can do this together.
Good coaching is everything, especially when you're quitting tobacco. Ashline coaches will help you develop a plan which can double your chances for success. Give us a call for free, 1-800-5566-222, or visit us at ashline.org.
Blocked away by Griner. Brittany Griner protects the rim. Avis protects what you love. Now they're teaming up to protect our kids. For every BG block this Mercury season, Avis will donate $50 to Phoenix Children's Hospital. Go to phxmerc.com/BrittanyBlocks to track her progress throughout the season. Abus and Brittany Griner, protect what you love.
Every day, the Phoenix Mercury are driven by a mission to achieve their potential on and off the court. Like the Mercury, Willis Towers Watson knows the importance of reaching goals and delivering insights and solutions to unlock potential for its clients. Willis Towers Watson's challenge the status quo to deliver solutions that manage risk, optimize benefits, cultivate talent, and expand the power of capital to protect and strengthen institutions and individuals. Willis Towers Watson cheers on the Mercury as they strive to unlock their full potential.
Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona wants to help your company's employees stay fit for the summer. Register now for the chance to win a wellness clinic featuring tips and tricks for staying fit from Mercury trainers. Register at phoenixmercury.com/BCBS Wellness Sweepstakes. We're headed to quarter number 4. It's been a dominant performance so far by the Phoenix Mercury, leading by as many as 27. Currently up 22 on the Connecticut Sun without two of their top players, Alyssa Thomas and Agrumake. Janae scored 30 points last night in the loss in Seattle. Sustained some sort of a knee injury, and Alyssa Thomas did not play in that game because of a shoulder injury. So both not in action here tonight on Pride Night at Talking Stick Resort Arena. Gulic inside position, and a beautiful feed from Camille Little. So for Phoenix now, that is assist number 20.
Their season high is 26.
Loose ball scooped up by Camille Little. Out there with Gulic, Stephanie Talbot, Leilani Mitchell, and Yvonne Turner. Leilani Mitchell, tough shot in the lane. Using her shoulder to bowl inside for Leilani Mitchell. That's her first field goal of the night. Before the shot by Tuck, foul on Phoenix.
Yeah, Tuck just using her size against Leilani Mitchell going down low.
So unless they have another miraculous turnaround like they did against Washington when they trailed by 30, but they were at full force in that game, Connecticut is going to lose their third consecutive game after starting this season 7-1. Right-handed shot drops for Brianna Jones. Swung to her left, back to her right.
Jones with a lot of moves down low.
4 of 7 for Jones, 9 points. Connecticut led by Tuck's 12 and Jasmine Thomas's 10 points. Sancho Little has been the story tonight for Phoenix, hitting all 6 of her shots from the field. 14 points, 9 rebounds. Mitchell sets up Turner. Wide open look for 3. Hit one earlier in this game coming in off the bench. Turner has 7 points for Phoenix. 24 bench points for Phoenix. We talked about how they only averaged 10 coming into this game. Jones will head to the line with a couple of free throws.
Yeah, the Sun doing some nice passing down low. Laney is 6 foot. Jones is 6'3". Tuck is 6'2".
Now with the win here tonight, Phoenix then would move past Seattle for the second best record in the league at 9-3. Sparks are 7-2. Seattle 8-3. Connecticut would drop to 7-4. Sandy Brondello in the hot pink tonight on Pride Night. She was actually very excited to don that outfit. She's used to these win streaks, Annie. She had a 16-game win streak in her first season as head coach. That was the second longest in WNBA history when the Mercury won 16 in a row that year. Talbot couldn't find the range. That was 2014 when the Mercury finished 29-5.
And she was coach of the year.
Went on to win that title.
And it was the #1 team, not only scoring-wise, but also defense. Another offensive rebound.
Off the air ball, Laney puts it in. And it's a 21-point Phoenix lead. I know Sandy Brondello is comfortable as long as it's at 20 or more, but does not like to give up those offensive rebounds. But sometimes with the air ball, it's tough defensively as you're prepared to see it bounce off the rim. Mitchell looking for Gulic, turns it over with 7:23 to go here in the fourth.
Now, sometimes, too, in practice, you can practice all you want, but when you get in a game situation, it's completely different with your competition, and certainly Gulic is still trying to figure out, she thought a shot was going to go up by Mitchell, and Mitchell trying to be unselfish, and this is the 8th game this season the Mercury have dished out 20 assists or more, and 7th time in the last 8 games for the Mercury.
Offensive foul on Laney of the Sun, gives it back to Phoenix. And you talk about the ability to rest the likes of Bonner and Griner and Taurasi in particular with the game tomorrow in Las Vegas.
And Sancho Little.
Shot clock down to 8. Now at 5 for Camille Little, trying to split the defenders. Knocks over Banham and commits the offensive foul.
Oh, they called the foul, not the travel.
That is the 5th personal foul now on Camille Little. She and Yvonne Turner have been excellent off the bench tonight for Phoenix, combining for 18 points. Rachel Banham inside, hesitation move, and it falls for Brianna Jones.
Well, they're chipping away.
Sandy Brondello is going to ask for a timeout. Leilani Mitchell will dribble it over in front of her bench. Brondello will take the timeout, try to get her troops to regroup here with 6:31 to go, and Phoenix still on top by 19.
Whatever it is you like to do, Black Bear Diner. Lots of hearty, good old-fashioned family food to feed your inner bear.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner.
Blocked away by Griner. Brittany Griner protects the rim. Avis protects what you love. Now they're teaming up to protect our kids. For every BG block this Mercury season, Avis will donate $50 to Phoenix Children's Hospital. Go to phxmerc.com/BrittanyBlocks to track her progress throughout the season. Avis and Brittany Griner, protect what you love.
For every Brittany Griner block this season, Avis, the official lock partner of the Phoenix Mercury, is donating $50 to Phoenix Children's Hospital. To learn more, go to phoenixmercury.com/promotions today. 3 more blocks for Brittany tonight, and that gives her 35 on the season.
Well, that was a big block for her, just kind of setting the tone on Jonquel Jones, and good job just keeping her feet. I thought this was an excellent one, though, as far as that ball coming right back to her and punching that out. Looking for her teammates, passing the ball, and that's a nice tip right there, just following the missed layup by Taurasi. The Mercury staying aggressive.
$1,750 so far, going to Phoenix Children's Hospital, courtesy of the Mercury and Avis. Baseline shot by Vonnie Turner and knocked out of bounds by Leilani Mitchell. So Angel Robinson coming in during that last timeout, out there with Talbot, Camille Little, Turner, and Mitchell. But we'll see how long of a leash Brondello has on those 5 on the floor.
Yeah, because the Sun making a little mini run. No, a bad pass by
That's
Jones.
one way to kill a run. Laney was looking for Banham. Phoenix shooting 46% from the field. They're 6 of 21 deep, but they have not missed a free throw, hitting all 11. Connecticut 4 of 5 at the stripe. Mitchell for 3. Back iron. Chasing her miss. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say it went off of Bentley. And Bentley already picked up a technical foul a few minutes ago, and she was not happy with that call, but she turns around, walks the other way. Does not need to be ejected in this game. They're already shorthanded. Talbot trying to use the Camille Little screen, but apparently it was a moving screen, and it goes back to Connecticut. Sun outscoring the Mercury 7-4 here in the fourth quarter. Gulich now comes in for Camille Little. So a breather for Camille with the game tomorrow in Vegas. She's played 20 minutes, 4 of 8 from the field, 11 points, 3 rebounds, and a couple of assists.
Well, the bench has been effective tonight for the Mercury.
.24 bench points for Phoenix. Baseline drive, Laney inside, finds Brianna Jones, bucket and 1. And the lead is down to 17.
Well, for the Sun not to have gone to the free throw line in that first half, and they are 4 of 5 right now, getting good passes inside, interior, looks, and not only making the basket, but getting the chance for 3 points.
Brianna Jones completes that 3-point play. She has 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting, 3 of 4 from the line. Talbot on the drive, lays it off for Vonnie Turner, who blows the layup. Tough break for Phoenix. The lead is at 16. Bentley cross court. Banham, this could get interesting. Tuck banks in a 3. It's down to a 13-point game. And now Brondell will call another timeout for Phoenix. Expect to see some new faces on the floor in terms of starters like Griner, Taurasi, possibly Duana Bonner when we come back out of this timeout.
Like you, we get up and go to work every day. We're on the job, keeping you connected at home, at work, and to what matters most. Others count on you, so you can count on us. We're here restoring power quickly when storms hit, even fixing issues before they happen. We're making solar more reliable, investing in battery storage, and constantly updating the grid. We're here working 24/7, keeping Arizona on.
At Pacific Office Automation, we are passionate about problem solving.
We're the country's leading independent provider of integrated office solutions, and our people make technology work.
Whatever the size of your business, we'll bring your copiers, printers, telephones, and managed IT and print services together so that your office runs smoothly and securely.
Discover our legendary customer experience driven by our awesome sales and service people.
And our 24/7 help desk.
Call Pacific Office today or visit pacificoffice.com.
Every day, the Phoenix Mercury are driven by a mission to achieve their potential on and off the court. Like the Mercury, Willis Towers Watson knows the importance of reaching goals and delivering insights and solutions to unlock potential for its clients. Willis Towers Watson's challenge the status quo to deliver solutions that manage risk, optimize benefits, cultivate talent, and expand the power of capital to protect and strengthen institutions and individuals. Willis Towers Watson cheers on the Mercury as they strive to unlock their full potential.
It looks like Arizona bowling champion Shannon Pluhowski is ready. Let's see what kind of spin she puts on this next one. Yep, Arizona winners choose Casino Arizona, where locals rule. Champion salsa dancer and Arizonan David Olarte is making his way to his favorite game at Casino Arizona. He'll get there eventually. Arizona winners choose Casino Arizona, where locals rule.
What was once a 27-point Mercury lead is down to 13. Still lots of time on the clock. 5:08 to go here in the fourth.
Mercury only have 4 points in this fourth quarter, and they haven't scored in about 4 minutes.
And they bring back their starters. Taurasi immediately draws the foul and heads to the line.
Now there's a veteran move right there by Griner.
Now they're checking to see if she was behind the line. Tarazi's calling for 3 free throws, and they're going to review it. Tarazi felt like she was behind the line on that attempt, and now the officials will come over to take a look. Jeff Wooten, Cheryl Flores, and Kevin Sparek are 3 officials here tonight. But you and I talked about Sandy Brondello having a little bit longer leash on her bench, but after Vonnie Turner missed that layup and the lead was cut to 13, Brondello goes right back to her starting 4 of the 5 anyways. Von Turner is out there instead of Sancho Little. So it was a 3-point shot attempt by Tarazi, and thus 3 free throws coming her way.
Well, Tarazi recognizing that the hand is way out there, and she goes underneath it and goes up for the shot.
James Harden's specialty. First one drops for D. Phoenix 12 of 12 at the line. Now 13 for 13. Tarazi coming in spectacular free throw shooting this year. Second best at 96.5% from the line. Second only in the league to Christy Tolliver. And she never even touched the rim on those 3 attempts. All net for Tarazi. She has 13 points.
And 4 players in double figures.
Back to a 16-point lead. Bentley had to shoot over Griner. Out of the pack comes Tarazi. Mercury have a 3-on-2. Bounce pass January. She could have taken it in for the layup. Instead, now Phoenix goes to Griner. Head down, fouled from behind, wrapped up by Brianna Jones. Actually, they'll call Morgan Tuck. She had the initial contact when Griner put her head down to go to the hoop. That is now the 3rd team foul on Connecticut.
Yeah, Tuck, Jones, and Laney, all strong players.
Bonner pitch it out to January. January trying to muscle through the lane, finds an open Griner on the baseline. And Griner punches it in.
Griner
4
now
of 7, 10 points.
Just balanced scoring by the Mercury.
Deep 3 is drilled by Rachel Banham.
Now, Banham was the all-time Big Ten scorer, scoring over 3,093 points, and then Kelsey Mitchell broke it this past year out of Ohio State with 3,098 points.
That was a quick release on that catch and shoot, and then Banham rams into a Griner screen. Foul called on Brittany, and back it goes to Connecticut. They pulled within 13. Lead goes back up to 18 as Brondello went to her starters. Now after that Banham 3, Connecticut can try to inch closer.
Now you got to give credit to this Sun team, all the subs coming off the bench and making things happen.
Brianna Jones has been one of their stars off the bench.
Now we talked about you cannot take a breather against this Sun team because they come at you.
Alex Bentley on the reverse. She comes in averaging just under 10 points per game. Back to a 13-point Phoenix lead. Tarazi whips it over to Bonner. Bonner kills the dribble. Back out to Tarazi. Griner inside and hits it with the right hook. Right over the top of Brianna Jones.
Wow, what a pretty shot.
Laney backs it out. Comes up way short, but Griner didn't box out. Laney came up with her own miss.
Well, Griner shouldn't have had to gone out there in the first place.
And then Tarazi thought that she had picked Jones clean. Instead, she is whistled for the foul. And that is now number 4, I believe, on Diana Taurasi. 4th team foul on Phoenix.
Yeah, Connecticut has kind of taken the air out of the arena, and it's shown with the Mercury, too. They've gotten to the free throw line in this quarter.
Yeah, you can really tell, too, that those starters were on the bench for quite some time here in the second half when the lead was built to 27. Taurasi, Griner, Bonner had all been on the bench. And now we're called back into duty when Connecticut pulled within 13, and that's where it's at right now, inside of 3 minutes to go. Griner rolls, Taurasi pitches to Turner. Turner spins into the lane, hangs and hits. Fantastic move by Yvonne Turner. with that athleticism when she rises up. Always gets a good look. Morgan Tuck, good look, good shot for three.
Yeah, Morgan Tuck last year only shot 28% from three-point range.
3 of 5 deep for Tuck, 18 points to lead Connecticut. 17 off the bench for Brianna Jones, and 10 for Jasmine Thomas. Taurasi, clean look at 3, absolutely for Diana Taurasi. Taurasi now has 16. Connecticut comes right back. Jones tried to float it over the outstretched arms of Griner.
Yeah, the Sun did a nice job pushing the ball up the court, and Jones just couldn't get the ball over Griner. Griner hustled down there, but just using clock now.
Taurasi in a wrestling match with Brianna Jones, and they're going to call it jump ball. Taurasi is wondering, when did this turn into a WWF match? Came over, reached in, tried to rip the ball away, but there was quite a bit of contact there from Brianna Jones. We'll have the jump ball, Taurasi and Jones at the free throw line with 1:45 to go. There's 6 seconds on the shot clock if Phoenix wins this tip. And Taurasi does, bats it back to Turner. Quickly Bonner, fires up a 3, couldn't get it. And Griner trying to tip it away over the top, goes out of bounds. And let's see, I think Phoenix might still have it. Yeah, Mercury will have it with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Taurasi to inbound. Now Griner hands it back to Diana. Cut off. January fakes the 3, steps up, couldn't get it. Bonner, offensive rebound, and more time will come off the clock now for Phoenix.
Now 35 rebounds for the Mercury, out-rebounding the Sun. I thought that was a big thing tonight.
Deep 3 for D. Taurasi nets the big shot, and that should do it. The lead is up to 18. Rondello went back to her starters, inside bucket for Tuck, but nearing the 1 minute mark here of the fourth quarter. So one of the things that Sandy Brondello talked about before the game during this win streak is how well her experienced team has executed down the stretch. She had to go back to her starters, Griner and Taurasi, along with Dewana Bonner, and in it goes for Dewana and 1. Dewana a little shaken up.
She doesn't break.
Just rail thin, incredibly effective. In fact, Dewana Bonner, the only player right now in the WNBA top 20 in points, rebounds, and assists. She's also in the top 20 in field goal percentage, free throw percentage, and steals. Are you kidding me? That's 6 different categories. She's in the top 20.
Well, and we had mentioned before, she was 6th player of the year 3 times, and has been a defensive specialist and scored over 20 points. And this win for the Mercury, they'll move to 9-0 this season when DBG and DB each score 12 points or more in a game.
Big 3 for Phoenix, leading the way for their 7th consecutive victory. Connecticut will drop their 3rd in a row. Gulich back on the floor looking for Talbot. And again, Sandy Brondello looking for any opportunity to rest those starters with the game tomorrow in Las Vegas against the Aces. So that's up next. And then back here at home against Minnesota on June 22nd. They take to the road in Chicago, New York, and Indiana. But first things first, the Las Vegas Aces, a team that Phoenix defeated here at home a week ago Sunday, when Griner just had a monster game with 15 rebounds and 7 blocks to go along with 19 points. But a frustrating evening for the Sun, especially with that second quarter when they only scored 6 points, and they desperately missed Alyssa Thomas and Agrumake. Shanae was out along with Alyssa Thomas, both with injuries, and now Phoenix can dribble out the clock. Down will go the Sun, and it's 7 straight wins for Phoenix.
And they held the Sun under 20 points of what they averaged.
Connecticut shot only 37% from the field. 5 different Mercury players in double figures. Bonnie Turner had 9 off the bench, but it was Taurasi leading the way with 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Sancho Little was the star early, hitting all 6 of her shots and contributing 9 rebounds. 7 straight wins for the Mercury. They improved to 9-3. Connecticut falls to 7-4. We're back with more from downtown Phoenix after this.
Growing up in Indiana, you knew the game of basketball. Now, that's what you knew. I wanted to be the best.
Too easy for Skylar Diggins.
Coming back from my injury was one of the biggest hurdles in my professional career. I'd never been without the game of basketball before, so just being out there on the floor again with my team was an accomplishment. I was really proud of that. I'm here to work.
Whatever it is you like to do, Black Bear Diner. Lots of hearty, good old-fashioned family food to feed your inner bear.
Good old-fashioned family food, Black Bear Diner.
Everyone experiences challenges in their lives, but there's people out there to help each and every one of you. There's coaches all around us who are willing to help. All you need to do is just pick up the phone. We can do this. We can do this together.
Good coaching is everything, especially when you're quitting tobacco. Ashline coaches will help you develop a plan which can double your chances for success. Give us a call for free, 1-800-5566-222, or visit us at ashline.org.
So, how's the new house?
We love it, but I'm struggling with my pool. Yours looks great. What's your secret?
No secret. We go to Leslie's. They test my water every week and tell me exactly what to do. They just installed a high-quality pump and repaired my filter.
I need to find a Leslie's.
There's one just a couple of miles from here, but they are all over. Thanks for coming in.
My neighbor was right. Leslie's is the place to go.
Leslie's. Pool care made easy.
Up by 27, the Mercury win it by 17 against the shorthanded Connecticut Sun, who have now lost 3 in a row. The Mercury with a 7-game win streak. They'll try to make it 8 straight in Vegas tomorrow against the Aces. My thanks to our producer, David Hughes, along with Bob Adlock, Ryan Bafalukas, Tommy Arguelles, and Scott Santiago. Our next webcast on WNBA League Pass will be tomorrow, June 17th, 5 p.m. Phoenix traveling to Vegas to face the Aces. We're right back here Friday when the Mercury hosts the Lynx, 7 p.m. on Fox Sports Arizona Plus. For Hall of Famer Ann Myers-Drysdale, Tom Leander saying good night from downtown Phoenix, where the Mercury win it, 89-72.
Pride to me is just being yourself and being who you are.
Pride means that I can be me, which is huge.
Being yourself with no filters, no limitations, and loving